What's up, Bears? Happy Friday and happy December 1st. From balloons to bands to celebrity sightings, the 2023 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade had fun for the whole family to enjoy. However, it was temporarily stopped when a group of about 30 pro-Palestinian protesters ran into the street on the parade route, according to ABC News. They chanted, "No more nickels, not another dime, no more money for Israel's crimes." And they held up Palestinian flags and papers stating genocide then, genocide now. The parade this year also had some struggles with their balloons. The brand new Luffy from One Piece balloon was deflated along the brim of his straw hat, while the hand of Greg from Diary of a Wimpy Kid was also deflated. This isn't the first time the Macy's parade experienced difficulty with the balloons. In 1956, the Mighty Mouse balloon crashed into a street sign and collapsed. And in 1957, the Popeyes iconic hat filled up with water and ended up getting dumped on some people watching the parade. We are now in the season of giving. If you're feeling festive, you now have a way you can donate brand new toys. With Amira, and she is a barista here at UA Rise, and she's been kind of organizing this toy drive. So Amira, can you tell me a little bit about what you're doing for the toy drive?
UA Rise is partnering with Home for Families to donate money to them. We are doing where people can bring in unopened toys and get a free coupon for a free drink. Or if they buy any of our holiday specials, we're donating $1 from each proceeds to Home for Families to alleviate financial stress for families during the holidays.
That's awesome. And I see you have a little list in your hand. Can you tell us a little bit about this list?
Home for Families has a toy drive wish list. So anything on this, obviously we'll take most any toys, but specifically these are the items they're looking for.
How did you guys come up with your holiday drinks?
Each barista just got to make a special. Our teacher, Mr. Ramos, she bought new syrups for us, and then we just got to play around and make whatever type of drink we want. So they're all barista specials, though.
All right, that's awesome. We are actually going to taste test 2 holiday drinks. So I have the Cocoa Mocha.
This is the Peppermint Bark Swirl by Julia and Lily.
All right, awesome. So I'm going to try my Cocoa Mocha. Okay. This is really, really good. You really taste the marshmallow. It tastes a lot like toasted marshmallow. Has a good chocolate flavor, good vanilla flavor as well. I would give this a 10 out of 10. I definitely recommend you buy this.
This is a super good peppermint drink. It does not taste like coffee. Has a good peppermint flavor and a good chocolate flavor.
Thank you so much, Amira, for taking time to tell us about the toy drive that you guys are doing with UA Rise, and you guys need to check out these holiday drinks. This is Skylar Burkle reporting for the WARL. To get a close-up of the list of items that Home for Families is looking for, you can ask the baristas at UA Rise, and of course, they will take just about anything. Police were called to a middle school in Ann Arbor, Michigan after the OSU-Michigan football game on Saturday when a 12-year-old boy stole a construction vehicle, as you can see in this police dash cam video. The boy was found driving down the street without the vehicle's headlights on, and the police chased him in Michigan for an hour. According to the Ann Arbor Police Department, 10 parked cars were damaged during the chase and no one was injured. Don't worry, you'll get to see my face later, but let's toss it to sports.
Welcome back to the first sports segment of the winter season, Bears.
We hope everyone had a relaxing break. As you all may know, last Saturday, Ohio State lost to the team up north for the 3rd year in a row. Since then, Ryan Day in his head coaching position have been under some pressure.
In reaction to the loss, Barstool Sports took to blogging and wrote an article containing a selection of 5 coaches that would be a fit to replace Ryan Day.
Coming in at number 5 on the list was our head football coach, Justin Buttermore. We interviewed former Ohio State football player Mr. Spencer Smith and Coach Buttermore about the list and their opinions on it.
All right, first of all, Ryan Day. Anybody that thinks Ryan Day should be fired is absolutely crazy. I'm going on record right now. There is no way. The guy doesn't lose to anybody except Michigan. I get it. But he's beaten every Big Ten team except Michigan. Right, that counts for something. No Purdue losses, been through too many of those. No Iowa losses, no stupid losses. And Michigan's good now, guys. Let's face it, they're good. So you're crazy if you think Ryan Day should get fired. All right, I'm going to go on record saying I played for Coach Tressel, Coach Fickle, and Coach Vrabel, and Coach Buttermore is on that level. But they ain't taking Coach Buttermore from us. He's staying here. Put it on the record. He ain't going nowhere. He's staying with us.
Coach Buttermore of our football team. I'm sure you heard, and I'm sure you saw the list. Yeah. So I just want to hear your thoughts.
I think Barstool is a very comical read. And I think Ryan Day does an outstanding job and shouldn't be fired for one loss.
Yeah, but I think your record isn't comical whatsoever, and I think your history isn't comical whatsoever. So I think this is a great opportunity, but what do you feel about it?
I appreciate that, but I feel like Ryan Day deserves to keep his job.
Yeah, and I think we deserve to keep you here. So,
Exactly.
yeah, so he's locked in forever. Sorry, guys, he's not going anywhere. Thanks so much.
I appreciate it.
The work has just begun for our winter sports as many of them jump-started their seasons over Thanksgiving break.
Our ice hockey Bears kicked off their season in a heated rivalry game against St. Chuck's. The boys unfortunately fell short 1-2. However, the boys bounced back, smacking Thomas Worthington 4-1 last Sunday.
The JV team then carried that energy over to the 25th annual Chiller Thanksgiving Classic, which they won for the first time in 10 years.
Speaking of puck, the Blue Jackets take on the Ottawa Senators tonight at home, hoping to improve their record of 7-13-4. The boys basketball team tipped off their preseason this past Monday against Wellington during a foundation game to benefit Starhouse Columbus. The boys beat the Jags 78-31. Lake and Rex had 2 dunks during the game. We haven't seen a talent like this since Dane Goodwin. The boys' next game is at home tomorrow versus Mifflin at 6. Theme is blackout.
Girls basketball had their first game against Hayes Valley last Friday, which they beat the team 49-34. The girls' next game is tonight at home against Hilliard-Davidson.
Ooh, swim and dive have their first meet of the season tomorrow at Ohio State.
The team will compete in the Ned Reeb Invitational and are looking to build off of last year's success.
The Wrestling Bears have been practicing hard in preparation for their first meet next Friday. The boys have a double duel at home, so be there to support.
All right, Bears, it has been a good start to the winter sports season. Make sure to get juiced for the girls' basketball game tonight versus Davidson. It's their first conference game of the year.
That's all for sports. I heard Nathan was up to some trash talk with Mr. Moon. Let's take a look.
Sponsored by UA Ed Foundation.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's Nathan again. I'm here with Mr. Moon, one of our custodians. Mr. Moon, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Scott Anthony Moon. I'm the first custodian here at Farmington High School.
All right, Mr. Moon. So everyone's wondering, if you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
I want to be invisible because, man, the tricks I play on people.
All right, I got another question. In your eyes and your terms of work, what has been different from the old high school to the new high school?
The new high school is a lot more walking. I'm short, my little short legs do a lot of walking around here, very big. That would probably be the biggest difference.
So has the role of custodian changed over the years? And if so, how?
Yes. When I first started out here, we were also like security. So we didn't have Officer Luke or anything like that. So when I worked at Jones, a lot of times they would use me as security. So I had to put people out and do kind of crazy stuff like that. So it's changed like that a lot. And it's more secure around the building now.
Mr. Moon, what's one thing that you'd like to see more of our students doing around the school?
Since I clean up after lunch, clean up after themselves at lunch. I don't understand why at this age, how you can just get up and leave all your trash on a table and spills all over the floor and just walk away from it. It's not fair to the students who come behind you to use the same tables and everything, and it's all just messy for them.
So going on from that, what is the most rewarding part of your job?
I actually love kids. Believe it or not, I was supposed to be a teacher if I would have stayed in college. Kids stay in college. And so I get my enjoyment is working with kids.
All right, I got one more question. If you could have a dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and what would you ask them?
Malcolm X, I would want to pick his brain a lot because it was kind of crazy back then. I'd like to know his thought process and the evolution of his life. And I find him fascinating.
All right, so a few years back, there was a brick scene on another Kickin episode. Would you like to talk about that?
Actually, I don't know where they got the cinder block from, but we go in the bathroom, it's a cinder block in the toilet. And I want to say they climbed up and got it some kind of way out of the ceiling or something, but it was kind of crazy because they called me, and the toilet's clogged up. And I go in here and it was definitely clogged up, but a cinder block. So it wasn't just a regular brick, it was an actual cinder block. It was kind of crazy.
All right, well, let's cut to that.
Somebody got up
in the ceiling tiles, got a brick from the ceiling, put it in the toilet.
All right, Mr. Moon, thank you so much for being on the show. Let's kick it back to the studio.
I'm gonna pick up trash on the GBB.
I'm gonna pick it up till I can't no more.
Welcome back to Community for another week's installment. This morning I was at the Gahanna Lincoln High School to take a sneak peek at their Kickin' It counterpart, Lincoln Live. We'll see that on the show the coming weeks. The UA Winter Festival starts today at 6 p.m. The tree lighting ceremony is at 7:30 p.m. This all takes place in the Mallway Park on Arlington Avenue. According to UpperArlington.gov, there are plenty of festive things to do at the Winter Festival, such as, quote, horse-drawn carriage rides, visit with Santa, ice sculpting, demonstrations, bonfire, and s'mores, end quote. Skylar stopped by the Wendy's near the high school to check out their new Peppermint Frosty. Josh, let's pull that up.
We are going to try the Peppermint Frosty. So once again, I'm here with senior Tally Caruso. We're doing this once more with the new flavor. They had this last year though.
Can I get like a good scoop?
This is a good scoop. I think it needs more peppermint. Like, I'm gonna be critical here.
I think it's perfect.
It is really good. I give this like a 9. Don't tell me you think it's gross. Oh, you're giving it a 10? Mm-hmm. Wow, I'm giving it a 9.
I decided because I still like vanilla best. It's perfect for Christmas. We can't rate it until we know if it's good with fries or not. I don't really like it as much with the fries.
Really?
I just like it plain.
Does that bring your rating down?
Yeah, vanilla is just more compatible. It's a stellar 9.
It's a perfect seasonal thing.
Nothing more.
Nothing more, nothing less. 9, Peppermint Frosty. Get it now. It is out as of today, Tuesday, November 14th. This has been Skylar Burkle
And Tally Caruso.
reporting for the WARL. Yeah, we ate that.
But that's not all for UA when it comes to holiday activities. The UA Civic Association's annual Christmas in the Park starts Sunday and runs through next Thursday at Thompson Park. One way families can learn more about this event and support the Upper Arlington Civic Association sponsored events is by visiting their website, uaca.org.
The Hunger Games: The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes came into theaters on November 17th. Per deadline, it reached the $100 million milestone at the domestic box office on its 11th day of release, and it crossed the $100 million mark internationally, bringing its total global earnings to $200 million. This new movie is not the only craze at the moment. Social media has not been dry this week, for people have been posting their Spotify Wrapped. Spotify users can get a full breakdown of their Spotify top artists, songs, podcasts, and genres. Spotify revealed 574 million people around the world listened on its platform this year, and their top artist is Taylor Swift, with 26.1 billion global streams. Tommy and Alex asked students and staff around the building about what their Spotify tops are from 2023.
Spotify Wrapped came out yesterday, so we're going to go around and we're asking kids their top artists or their top songs.
Zach Bryan was the most listened to artist. Moana, The Way We Go was the most listened to song, 96 times.
I've been staring at the edge of the wall.
Who is your Spotify top artist from your Wrapped?
Top artist was Bryce Vine.
Bryce?
My top artist is Trippie Redd.
Mine's Morgan Wallen.
And actually, both of our top songs were Nonstop.
Shout out Mrs. McPherson.
After the war, I went back to New York.
Young Boy.
Lil Yachty.
The one that's on there now because of camp. Camp.
My number one artist is Rio, the Young OG.
Zach Bryan.
Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen.
Drake.
What was your top artist on Spotify or Apple Music?
I don't even have either.
You don't either? What do you listen to?
I just go to Pandora and just let it play.
Trevor Hall.
It's Dira.
This has been Alex Burns reporting for the WARL.
But what about Apple Music users? As one myself, I would also like to know my top artists and songs. Apple Replay gives Apple Music users insight on the music they listen to throughout the year, and they receive a playlist with their top songs of the year. Seniors, formal senior portraits are due January 17th. Check out Canvas for the link to submit and for information about the rules. Volunteers are needed for Special Olympics basketball today from 6:15 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. at Windermere Elementary. No experience is required, just show up. Text Mrs. Lamb at 614-580-6542 with questions. The Senior Class Officer Food Drive started today and runs through December 18th. There will be tables set up on GBB where you can exchange as many shelf-stable food products for raffle tickets as you want. You get 1 ticket per food item. The raffle prizes include student parking pass, 2 prom tickets, a winter sports pass, and a spring sports pass. All food items will be donated to Heart to Heart. And finally this morning, the first floor Student Services office team is helping anyone passing by to keep track of the number of days left until winter break. This photo of Miss Bridget Aglitas, Miss Nicole James, and Mr. Ryan Fortenbrocker is from yesterday, and at that time, there were 16 days left. But today, there are now 15 days left until winter break. You've got this, Bears. Make it a great day.